Hello, everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today, this should be a real treat. This is Port Brewing Wipeout IPA. And this beer comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume. And this is the bomber. This is a big 22 ounce. I got this. Donovan sent this to me. He has a beer store and a website. If you're in the San Diego area, it's called Servall Liquors. And if you're not in the San Diego area, they have a really nice website called craftcity.com. And when you go to their website, it's got the beers that they have in stock. And it also, when you look up each beer, it's got the beer advocate and the rate beer ratings on the beer usually for each of the beers in there. So it's, it gives you a little reference, especially if you have a smartphone or something like that, where you could actually look it up before you place your order or before you go into the store there and see what everybody else thinks about the beers that you're looking at. It's just a little bit of a reference point, and I like that about that website, and it gives you that information. A lot of websites don't. They don't want you to know that, or they don't take the time to look that up for you and post that on there. But it's a good reference point for when you're buying some beers. And they have a big selection, over 1,500 craft beers in stock there. So really nice place to shop if you're in the San Diego area. Like I said, they have a store there called Servall Liquors. And if you're not, craftcity.com, they have a really low shipping rate on beers that are shipped out from there. They do ship beers, and they don't charge you an arm and a leg like a lot of other places do. So give them a shout, let them know that you're interested in some, and order you some up like I did, and you can get some good stuff, especially stuff that you can't get in your area, and they'll ship it right out to you. So let's get on with this one. This is an IPA, like I said, 7.5%. The IBUs on this beer is 78. Commercial description on this: with 78 IBUs, a version of a West Coast IPA brewed in San Diego style. This massively hoppy beer gets its flavor and attitude from no less than 5 hop varieties, including Amarillo, Centennial, Cascade, Simcoe, and Summit. All very tasty hops, boy. So, really looking forward to this one. The food pairings for this beer is going to be your typical IPAs. Cuisine is your curd and the Thai foods. And the cheeses are peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar. Your more pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola, Limburger. Meat is poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. And I will add grilled meat to that because I like just about everything off the grill with a nice IPA. And these are just suggestions, guys. You can, if you want pizza or pasta or tacos or whatever, IPA goes well with a lot of those dishes. So the glassware is a pint, becker, 9 tumbler, mug, stein, or side ale with 7.5%. I chose the double glass today because I really want to enhance the aroma of this beer. This is really supposed to be a really nice beer. So instead of using the pint glass, I decided to bring out the double glass. And it is an IPA, so it's not recommended for extended cellar rings, but this is a 22-ounce bomber, so enough to share. Let's get the cap off of this one. Alright, real nice hiss on that one. Into the glass we go. Alright, and let me get a little bit more there. Well, with that aggressive pour, we got us a good 2-finger of head on there. That's a good looking beer in a glass. It is a rich amber color, and it is kind of cloudy. I cannot see the bulb through there. So it doesn't say, but this may be a bottle condition. It doesn't say that on there, or an unfiltered brew. But it's not perfectly clear like a lot of them are. I cannot see the ball through there. A lot of nice little bubbles reinforcing the head on that. So let's get a nose on this one. Real nice tropical fruitiness, pineapple and grapefruit. Really pleasant citrusy smell to this. Wow, there might even be some pears or apples in there. 5 different hops, so there's a lot going on hop-wise in this beer. Got a wonderful aroma on it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Donovan. Thank you, sir. Really big bitterness on the back end. Very pleasant for 7.5% ABV beer. It's not overly sweet. Wonderful aroma on it. It's definitely West Coast style. Wow, boy, that's tasty. And guys, the bottle is sweating. I don't know if it's actually got a date on it or not. We'll take a closer look when we come back and do the final chug and see if there's any kind of dating on the bottle or not. Not really sure it is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fresh batch since they sent this straight from the beer store there, and I don't believe he would send me any old beers. So we'll take a closer look when I come back. So let me share the other half of this bottle, and we'll come back and see what we end up with this one. But right now, looking pretty good. Pretty tasty IPA, guys. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just to the left here. This is a very, very, very tasty beer. And guys, I've looked at the bottle. There is no dating on the bottle whatsoever. So these guys at Port Brewing, they need to step up to the plate, get off their ass, and get a dating machine. And they're big enough and produce enough beers and have been in the craft beer business long enough that they need to have a dating machine. Now maybe this stuff flies off the shelf like Three Floyds beers and Hetty Topper and Russian Rivers, Pliny the Elder does, but still, when it sits in a beer store or it gets shipped across the country, you don't know how long the beer has been in the bottle, and that makes a difference on an IPA. It really does, and all you guys know how I feel about that. I mean, that is my soapbox to stand on, and I'm going to stand on it proudly. These guys need to get a dating machine. Either they need to print it on the label, or they need to get something that's legible, maybe in yellow or white ink, to print it on the side of the bottle. When I get a bottle like this, and it's very tasty because I'm pretty sure this is a fresh bottle coming from craftcity.com or Servall Liquors, I'm pretty comfortable he's not going to send me an old bottle to review. And from the judging by the taste, it's pretty tasty. But still, they need to step up to the plate and get a dating machine. Either date the labels or date the bottle where we can read and see what it is. To me, guys, this is an awesome beer, but if it sits on a shelf 6 months, it's not going to be that awesome. So let's do the final chug here. Awesome lacing on the glass here. Look at that. Very nice. Final chug. Wow, very tasty beer. Nice, super nice hop presence in this. Tangerine, oranges, grapefruit, pineapple, pine. Everything you'd want in a 7.5% IPA. Very tasty, guys. But this is 6 months from now, this bottle is not going to be anywhere near as tasty as it is right now. So, and I don't know how long it's been in the bottle. I mean, if it's been in the bottle a month or two, it's already lost some of that. So just imagine how impressive it would have been fresh, or if it is fresh, as opposed to a month, 2, 6 months down the road. So that's the only thing I can hack on this beer, is not having a date on the bottle somewhere. To me, guys, it's a 9 out of a 10, but it don't have a date, so it gets the 8. I'm giving it to 8, which is an A- in my book. Even though it's a 9 beer, it needs to have that date. So we know. So, you know, it's a win-win for everybody. It's a win for the beer company. It's a win for the store that's selling it, and it's a win for us consumers buying it to know that information. So let's go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 91 in the outstanding range with no date. That's about where I would put it, between 90 and 92. But if it had a date, it would probably be somewhere between 97 or 98. Over to Rate Beer. So evidently these guys are getting fresh bottles. Overall is 99 in the scale and 99 in the style. So it's an awesome beer. It's not quite a 10 beer, but it's a 9 beer and an 8 bottle with no date on it. So that's how I feel about it, guys. That's just my opinion. Until we get all these guys to step up to the plate and date their IPAs and low ABV beers, that's how I feel about it. They're going to lose a grade point from not having a date on those bottles. So even though it's pretty damn tasty, definitely worth picking up if you can get your hands on this. Port Brewing Wipeout IPA, and they're out of San Marcos, California. So very tasty, guys. So that's where we're at on this one. So we're going to wrap it up. If you've had this one, let me know what you think about it, and let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a beer with a date on it. I hope so. Got my fingers crossed. See you then.